What you guys, today we're taking a look at how to fix your PC when Windows won't boot. If you've installed drivers on your PC and now you're getting a blue screen of death every time you boot up your PC, maybe it's a graphics driver that you've installed or some other driver or software that you've installed on the PC, and now you're getting the PC won't boot to the desktop. I'm going to show you how you can fix this, or one way you can use to fix this problem. Even if you've tried to get into safe mode and you can't, there's no worries, I'm going to show you how to do it. First, you're going to need to get another computer to download Rufus. This is so we can create a bootable USB flash drive, and we're going to be using a pre-installed environment to recover our PC. So let's go ahead and download Rufus first, and then we can now go to the next bit of software you're going to need, which is Hirens BootCD PE. Now, this is a pre-installed environment which you can boot to be able to run fixes on your computer. You can do data recovery, you can troubleshoot or diagnose problems with your hard drive, you can back up data, you can also fix problems with your computer using this particular software. So go down to the bottom and click on the ISO file to download this. So now we've got Rufus and Hirens BootCD PE on our system. We can now run Rufus, and this will open up a window like this. You're going to need to put in a flash drive. I've got a 64GB flash drive here. Click select and choose the ISO file that you've got here. This will then give us this option right here, partition scheme. GPT is a modern UEFI BIOS, which means modern hardware, and MBR is for old legacy hardware. So you choose what your computer is. If it's a newer computer, then choose GPT. If it's an older system, choose MBR. Once you've got that, you can leave all the settings as is and click start, then click OK. It's going to warn you that all of the data on that drive will be erased. Click OK to continue, and now it's going to prepare the drive for us so we can use it to boot to. So let's go ahead and let that finish off. It takes a bit of time to prepare, so I'll speed this process up. And once this is done, we can then plug it into the computer that we've got a problem with, and we can then go into the BIOS, because we're going to need to change the boot order in the BIOS to boot to our USB flash drive. So let's click close and head over to the computer. To get into the BIOS, you generally tap F2 or the del key or delete key on your keyboard when rebooting the PC, and this will give you access to the BIOS. From here, you can change the boot order to boot to your USB flash drive, and you should see something looking like this on the screen. This will take a bit of time to boot up. It's going to load all of these files into memory, and this will be a pre-installed environment that we can work in. It will look exactly like Windows, but it's basically a pre-installed environment with bunches of tools in here which we can use to fix Windows. So you'll see something looking like this. Let it load up, and when it's done, I'll show you what you can do to try and fix this problem. Now, this does take a bit of time, so be patient and let it load all the way up to the desktop of Hirens BootCD PE. And once this is loaded, you should see a screen popping up like this. This still needs to load a bunch of stuff, so be patient. And once this is loaded, you're going to see an environment that looks like Windows. Well, it is Windows, but it's in a pre-installed environment. So what we can do from here is you can back up your data, you can do data recovery, you can fix the boot record of Windows, and you can also access System Restore from this pre-installed environment. As long as you've got System Restore enabled on the computer that's got a problem, we can access it from this environment right here. And this is a really good PC repair tip that I can give you that helps you roll the PC back to a time when it was working. So now we're loading in finally right here. So I'm trying to do this in real time so you can actually see what it looks like. Now, there's quite a few different approaches you can take to fix PCs when they don't boot, as long as it's not a hardware issue and it's actually a problem with software. Maybe you installed a graphics driver or some sort of software and it's now causing a problem on boot up and you're getting a blue screen of death, then you can use this method. But there's a couple of things you need to take into account. One, you're going to need to have a USB flash drive to hand. Two, you're going to need to have a spare computer to create Hirens BootCD PE on that USB flash drive. And 3, you're going to need to make sure that you have a system restore enabled on the computer that has the problem, so we can use this method to roll back. So what we're going to do is right click on command prompt here and run this as administrator. So you'll see run as administrator up the top here, and here we go right here. So this is a great method to use if you can't get into safe mode on the PC that won't boot. So from here, what you'll need to do is type out a command, and I'll show you the command here that you can use. As long as you've got system restore enabled with a restore point before the time when the computer had problems, we can roll back to that point in time and try to fix or undo the problem that we caused by installing, say, a driver. Let's take a look at the command that you can use here to try and run system restore on the computer that's not booting. Remember, we're in a pre-installed environment here, so this is running from memory basically. So you need to type in rstrui.exe and then space /offline. That's because we're offline, the computer's not booted up, and we need to basically use the offline command. And then :C:, that's the drive that we're accessing, which is the actual drive from the problematic computer, and then /Windows because that's where rstrui.exe is, or in maybe system 32, but it still pull it up from that location. So all you need to do is type that out and press enter, and you should see system restore start up, and there you go, it's now open. So we've got system restore, files and settings, and from here we can go next. Now, as long as you're making regular restore points, which you should be if you're installing, say, software or drivers, it's always wise to basically create a restore point before you install any of that sort of software. Just in case something goes wrong, you can always roll back. Before you do Windows updates, you can create a system restore point, and if it goes wrong, you can roll back very quickly. So that's what we're going to be doing right here, and we're going to also go forward and click next because I already did create a restore point before I installed that driver, say. So what we're going to do is we'll click next, and this will give us the option to roll back the computer. Now remember, we're not at the desktop of the broken Windows computer. You can see here before driver install, and there is the actual date and time there. So all I need to do is select that right now, and we can now click next. But this is basically our C drive. This is the computer that is not working. It's not booting to the desktop. You can see this is the actual computer right here. So it is on our C drive. You just need to make sure that it is listed as your C drive. It should be, but that is what we need to do here. Now the other partition you'll see was for Hirens BootCD. So let's go ahead and select before driver install. It's going to say C Windows right here, and we're going to click on this right here and enable that to run. Click finish, and it's going to go ahead and say once started, system restore cannot be interrupted. Do you want to continue? Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and do that right here. Click yes, and it's going to initialize the system restore. Now it might take a bit of time, so be patient. Because remember, we are not at the desktop running this, which means it will take a bit more time because it's booting into memory. So it's going to take a bit more time to install the new system restore that we had backed up. So I'll speed this process up, and then when this is done, we'll need to shut down the computer, pull out the USB flash drive, and then boot up the computer normally. You may need to change your boot order back to your hard drive if you want to stop booting to Hirens BootCD, that is. So we'll let this finish off, and then we can restart the computer. And that's restoring the files and now finalizing the system restore that it's done. And you can see system restore completed successfully, which is a good sign. The system has been restored. And all we need to do now is restart the computer. You can see your documents have not been affected. Click restart button and restart your computer. Remember, you need to pull out your USB flash drive once it's restarting. Otherwise, you're going to boot straight back. When you boot up for the first time, it's going to load up and you'll see something looking like this. System restore completed successfully. The system has been restored. It gives you the date and time, and your documents have not been affected. Hopefully this helps you out. If you've installed some sort of driver and it's corrupted your system and you can't get back into the PC, then you can use this simple method. There's other ways of fixing Windows as well. I've got tons of these sort of fixes I can show you. If you're interested in this sort of stuff, let me know in the comments section down below. I used to make this sort of stuff years ago and I sort of moved away from it. But if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, then let me know and I'll do my best to make those videos for you as long as they are getting the views. Now remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, because that way when I upload new videos, you're going to be able to see the latest videos that I release. Now I make videos on Linux, Windows, and also fixing PCs, building PCs, product reviews, Windows tweaks, debloating Windows, you name it, software reviews. I just cover just about everything. Now this channel is about how to do things. I think a lot of people get triggered in the comments section when I make videos. I make videos on how to do lots of different things. It doesn't mean I'm recommending you do them. It's people request videos and I make them on how to do it. I've been in IT for over 30 years, so I cover a lot of different topics. So if you enjoy that sort of stuff, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more content. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a big shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support, and I shall catch you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.